I am a huge fan of the ProArt series of devices from Asus, and at CES 2026, I kind of suspected a 5090 coming. I did not suspect this. So before we dig into the details of this ProArt router and show off a really cool demo that you're going to want to stick around for, I do want to mention this video is sponsored by Asus, and what that means is that Asus asked us to raise more awareness about their home networking offerings that they're having here at CES 2026, but they did not tell me what to say, and all opinions are my own. So Asus has been expanding the ProArt range. They've got a lot of devices, but I did not think they would get into home connectivity. So this is the ProArt Creator Router 7. They also have a small little switch as well. This is the Creator Switch 10S. But we're going to mostly talk about this for a couple reasons. Number one, I love the ProArt aesthetic. A lot of people might not want to go all gamery. So this screams to me more professional. It kind of fits in a home environment a little better. Yeah, it's got a little LED in it, but I would call that tasteful. The internals of this is a Wi-Fi 7 dual band router. When we're talking about connectivity, we've got along the back here, we have one 2.5 gig WAN port and three 2.5 gig LAN ports. You also have two USB Type A ports, one of them USB 3, one of them USB 2. This looks to be a power switch, and it is powered off a small barrel charger. The one thing that they don't really have on demo here, so I can't show, is the management tools. But Asus tells me that there will be ProArt themed web-based GUI to be able to configure this router and your home network in general. It'll also do things like connect to other AI mesh networks that you might have. So if you already have an Asus router, then you can expand it to get this one. But listen, if you don't need Wi-Fi, don't worry, Asus has you covered. We got a ProArt themed switch with lots of connectivity options. This router is going to be available in March 2026 and is going to be available for $150. But you might be somebody who says, Adam, I need something more futuristic, because Asus have a far future kind of technology for home networking. And yes, they actually do. Let's go check that out. So Asus is a company that likes to push the bleeding edge, even when they don't necessarily have something to show off. And that's why here at CES 2026, they have the world's first real-world demo of Wi-Fi 8 and a concept of what that could look like if it comes out. This is the Wi-Fi 8 demo unit that Asus brought here. This is not what they're going to be selling. This is just what they use to run some real-world testing. And if you're asking yourself, okay, Adam, what the hell is Wi-Fi 8 and why does it improve over Wi-Fi 7? So I'm going to be straight with you. I am not a networking expert, so I'm just going to read off some features just to kind of, get a baseline of your understanding. They tell me Wi-Fi 8 is going to be better with latency, responsiveness, reliability. Really, the idea is to get better throughput when you have a lower connection, or if it's in a more crowded, congested area. So to be clear, the theoretical data speeds are not different between Wi-Fi 7 and 8. It's more about improving the connection that it does have, which actually, especially for somebody like me who lives in a crowded apartment complex, is a godsend. So with this unit, Asus ran some tests to measure throughput, and like I said, the theoretical speeds have not changed, but they were able to get better throughput with a stronger signal because of Wi-Fi 8. They don't actually have the demo running here live in front of me. This is just a pre-recorded thing that they're showing off, but this is the demo unit. It's early days, they're still ironing stuff out, but they did also give us a little preview of what this potentially could look like, and it's this sitting right here. So this is a concept Wi-Fi 8 router that they brought here to CES. This might not be what they release. I mean, they do actually have this modeled out pretty well. We do have really good design elements, ways to get to the ports underneath, things like that. So this actually seems like a pretty far along prototype, but who knows? This might not actually be the final design. But what is important is the design idea. They want people to think about intelligence when it comes to a Wi-Fi 8 device, which is kind of interesting. from the Wi-Fi 7, the high-end routers that they've been selling before, which has been, to tell you the truth, more like in-your-face designs, right? We think of like a spider, like a bunch of kind of, big antennas off of it. They're saying we can actually get, the better performance out of something like this. It doesn't need to have 8 antennas hanging off of it, and it just looks smarter. Not only that, it fits into most normal spaces better. To tell you the truth, the Wi-Fi 7 one I have in my office sticks out like a sore thumb. This thing would not stick out like a sore thumb almost anywhere I put it in my house. So I like the idea that they're kind of rethinking the design aesthetics of what a high-end Wi-Fi router could be. I am somebody who always kind of keeps an eye out for the next thing in Wi-Fi connectivity to make sure that I have the best possible connection in a crowded apartment environment. So I will be keeping a watch on this. We will definitely be covering it more here on PCWorld. So if you want to see that coverage when it comes, be sure to subscribe. And while you're down there, let me know, have you upgraded to Wi-Fi 7? Are you waiting? Does this convince you to maybe wait for Wi-Fi 8? I don't know. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching this, and we will catch you in the next one.